with this virus is listening to the thousands of people who have spoken, who've signed this petition, who are outside Parliament right now, that we can hear cheering and chanting. We hear people, they've come out to march. People who've never marched before are outside Parliament right now because they believe in something. They believe in hope, not hate. And Edmund Burke said that all that is necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. I'm sure, Mr. Turner, that he wanted to mention women in his speech, and that is a very wise statement. And it was women who were the first to mobilise against Trump's extremism. Hundreds and thousands took to the streets, and they were joined quite rightly by men, boys, girls, gay, straight, people of all religion and none. And it's time that the United Kingdom needs to be united in its voice against racism, bigotry, misogynist, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, and all the tools of division that has given Trump the White House. And people have said today that he's not racist because, to me, that's the same as saying, you know, how can he be a murderer? It's the same way a murderer can be a murderer and still have friends who are alive. Do you mean it doesn't matter? He's still a racist and misogynistic anyway. We affect each other. And the thing is that Martin Luther King, I think, put it quite well. He said, I cannot be what I ought to be until you are where you ought to be. That is the interrelated structure of reality. We are bound together by a single garment of destiny, and we need each other in order to move forward. And so there's no way around it. We have to work with other people. So it's fine, you know, President Trump, he is the president, he can come and visit, but not a state visit. That's taken it a little step too far. Because Trump's message isn't about togetherness. It's all about building walls and imposing bans. It's not about the truth. When he speaks and you criticize or you question what he said, he cries that it's fake news. There is a real issue and a problem that we have to address.
Reached the time at 18:45, so I'm afraid we must move on to Liam Burns.
I'll conclude to give my honourable friend some time to speak as well. I'd just like to say that the whole world is watching, and the whole world is watching the decisions that we make in Parliament, and we cannot be on the wrong side of history. Thank you very much.
Mr. Turner, thank you very much. It's a privilege to serve under your chairmanship, and I want to start in the same place that my right honourable friend, the member for Tottenham, started, which is as someone who loves America very dearly. I'm very proud to be one of the Fulbright scholars in this place. I spent 2 very happy years living in America. I crisscrossed the country in that time, and it was there that I learned about America's warmth, its beauty, its enterprise, its energy, its creativity, its generosity, and its resolution in the face of adversity. These are all of the values that we expect a President of the United States to epitomise. These were the values of President Washington, whose birthday we mark today on President's Day. It was once said that President Washington could not tell a lie. This president appears to find it difficult telling the truth. And what we need right now, in this world of division and discord that we face, is a shared defence of the values that we have in common. We need a shared stand against disunity, a shared stand against intolerance, a shared stand against hatred. And that is what we should be celebrating with a presidential state visit to the United Kingdom. And that, I'm afraid, is what we are not going to get. Now, my fear is that this visit will not be a showcase for those shared values. Actually, it will be a showcase for the divisions between us. We have to ask ourselves, what is going to greet President Trump when he gets there? I would argue that what we are going to get, frankly, is the kind of protest we see outside. In fact, what will greet the president will make the protests outside look like a tea party. What we hope will be a special relationship will emerge as a strained relationship. Now, if I thought, like my honourable friend, the member for Bradford, that we could take the president for a non-alcoholic pint or sit him down for a cup of tea or take him out for a curry in the 40 Triangle of Birmingham and send him away a better man, then I would be all for rolling out the red carpet. But I think what the president has shown us by his conduct is that he is not a man who treasures two-way conversations. He is a man who treasures one-way conversations, ideally composed of 140 characters. Now, some honourable members said that we have entertained all sorts. That is true. We have entertained all sorts, Diplomacy is not a business where you can simply conduct conversations with your friends. But as my honourable friend, the member for Cambridge, said, we hold America to a higher standard because they are our friends. It was those shared values that we pioneered in this Parliament in the years before the Civil War. It was those shared values that we gave to the Pilgrim Fathers, who took them and wrote the Mayflower Compact, which became the American Constitution. Okay. Those are the values that we should be celebrating. I won't give way because time is now very short. My fear is that in this visit, nothing would be led unsaid.
What the hell? Just like lost the connection. Lost the connection. I'm trying to get it back. Go away. Oh my God, my computer just kind of died.